Hello, so I'm doing a quick video on foundations that I like or love right now because you all requested for me to do a video on that. So we're going to try and make it quick. I'm really not going to talk too much about everything, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I like, which is a drugstore, this is the only drugstore one I have to show, is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I'm in the shade 330 True Beige. I do own the original Color Stay, however, I love this one better. I think it stays better. I think it keeps me matte better. So yeah, really like this one. I would say that I have used, I don't know, half of it. I can't really tell. The one thing I don't like about this is it's not a full ounce. Most foundations are an ounce. This is, I think, 0.8. So, and it's a little more expensive for the drugstore side. But yeah, like that. The next one that I like is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Foundation. I am in the shade 360 Bisque N. I would say that you can't really tell since it's a full coverage. It doesn't really, like, it moves down, but it stains it. I feel like I've used that much. I'm at right here. I really like this foundation. It's full coverage. This one, I forgot to say, I'm sorry. This one is medium full, not a full, true full. This one is full coverage. It's long wear. I like it. It helps keep me matte. I wouldn't say it's the most matte, though, of them all. But yes, I'm very happy with this. Like this one. The next one that I have is the Kat Von D Lock It Longwear Foundation. This is a full coverage, and when I mean full coverage, it is like one of the most full coverage foundations I have ever tried. I am in the shade M54. And I am to right there. This one pumps up. I haven't used this one too much because it took me 2 returns to finally get this shade. So if it would have been one bottle, I'd probably be up to like there. But yes, full coverage. It helps keep you matte. I wouldn't say, like I've said with the other one, the Lancome one, I wouldn't say it's the most matte one I have ever tried. The next one that I like, which is actually I like combining two, which doesn't really count, but I figured I'd show it anyway, is Chanel foundations. I like the Matte Lumiere and the Perfection Lumiere foundation. So this is considered the more matte, long-lasting makeup. This is also a long-lasting makeup, but it's not technically they're considered matte. So I like mixing the two because I like the matte aspect of this one, and I like the full coverage and long wear of this one. And I have 2 different shades, if you can tell by looking at them. This one's in 30 and this one's in 60, so I can kind of customize based on the time of the year. The time, like now, I use more of this because I'm lighter. In the summer, I tend to use more of this because I'm darker. But this put together is like a full coverage, long wear foundation. It makes you look smooth. The only thing about the Chanel ones, they do have a fragrance, so if you don't like the fragrance of a foundation, you won't like these. They smell like Chanel. They have a very distinct smell, which represents Chanel. But yeah, I tend to always mix them. I tend not to wear them by themselves. I just feel like this one is too light for me, this one's too dark for me, so I mix them for the perfect shade. And I've used to about here on this one. I've had this one longer than this one. And this one I've probably only been to like here. So, like that. The next foundation I like is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. I am in the color Sand Beige. This is definite full coverage. And like I've said in other ones, this is not the most matte. It's more of like a satin finish, I'd say. I would say it's more of like a satin. I wouldn't say it's a matte. So it's one of those ones that I couldn't really wear to work because 12.5 hours it wouldn't work. It's something that's like for special occasions, and something I'm not going to wear for a very long time because I would get too oily with it. But I do like the coverage, full coverage. Yeah. And then the next 2 I'm showing are my 2 most favorite out of all of them is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. This is the shade 35. This one's almost empty. And then the other one that I really like is the Shiseido Sun Protection Liquid Foundation with SPF 42. I have 2 of these. I have SP60 and SP70. In the summer I tend to get darker, so more of the SP70, but I tend to mix the 2 because the SP60 is a little more pink based compared to this one, so I try and mix the 2 to get a perfect shade. However, I was just wearing the SP60 for a very long time. It didn't look fine. This is more of like a liquidy, this one's almost empty, more of like a liquid water-based foundation, but it helps really keep me matte. It's that titanium dioxide in it. So much titanium dioxide helps oil control. So it does a really well job of keeping me matte. This one does too. These are my two favorite. I would say the third runner-up with oil control aspect is the Color Stay, to be honest. But these two are my two favorite. I couldn't really pick one over the other. This one's more coverage than this one, I would say, though. But they do, both are, or more of like a medium full. I wouldn't say a true full, not like the Kat Von D or the Laura Mercier. But yeah, that's just a quick overview. I didn't want to have to talk too much about it, because a lot of times when I watch these videos, I really just want to see what they are. I don't really need to hear the blabber. So yeah, two favorite are these two, followed close by this one, to be honest, on oil control. And that's really what I care about, is oil control, because I get shiny pretty fast. So those are all liquids. A favorite powder of mine is the Makeup Forever matte Duo Matte Powder. I have two shades. This is, I think, 203. Unfortunately, the colors rub, the shade color rubs off on the back. So I think this is 203, and I think this is 207. So I'm currently using this one right now. This one I use in the summer. They're different, so. But yeah, I've tried drugstore powder. Like, I have the CoverGirl powder that's supposed to be oil control, and it does not work as good as these. I was trying to see if this, like a drugstore one, would be as good, and this one does not work as good as these. So yeah, that is it. I wanted it to be quick, so it's quick. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Bye.